What is going on, my fantabulous water signs? How y'all doing? Hopefully you guys are doing okay this weekend. Let's go ahead and jump into your weekend update. Oh my god, am I watching SNL in my head or something? Weekend love reading, guys. Holy moly. Okay, let's see what's going on in your love lives. Before we get started, I'm going to say people that have been around for a long time, but for my newbies, if you're unsure of your placements, go ahead and check the description box below so you can, figure out your sun, moon, rising, Mars, Venus placements, etc., right? And then watch those videos accordingly to those placements to figure out which out of all of those resonates with you the most. And, guys, please remember that some readings or all readings may not resonate with you, and that's okay. I do offer personal readings, guys, though, so everything's in the description box pretty much. But let's go ahead and see what you guys have got for your weekend reading. All right, let's see what we got. Okay, Queen of Swords. All right, this is why you guys are coming into the weekend, Saturday. Damn, okay, because the Queen of Swords is not your energy, but that does indicate to me that there's a lot of serious energy coming up. Y'all are very serious at this moment. You're looking to cut people as well, but I think you're like patient, waiting. You know your truth, you know where you stand, but it's like all about observing what other people, observing other people and figuring out what you need to know about them, right? So the Hanged Man is your foreseeable future. And death is right after that. It's on Sunday. Damn. Okay. So your challenge this weekend is the Nine of Swords, and your underlying energy is the Ace of Pentacles. So there's a new beginning coming in. This is good energy. Good. Right? And the reason why your foreseeable future is surrendering to a different perspective is because you're coming in as the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is the energy that's being loaned to the Queen of Swords is Libra. So relating to other people, relating to others, relating to your partner, that is a key factor with the Queen of Swords, right? She knows where she stands. She knows what she's all about. But it's not necessarily about her per se. Of course, it's good to know where you stand and for things like that. But it's also good to know, what your boundaries are. But it's also good to hear other people out, because when people talk a lot, right? People could talk a lot, and they can reveal a lot of things about themselves with that exposure, with them communicating. So I feel like this is honestly standing true to yourself as you maintain observance, right? So coming into this, you're already really on guard a little bit, a little defensive, a little ready to attack, right? But you're patient with it. You're a little scary about this, but hey, it is what it is. But y'all are very serious this weekend going into it. Having serious conversations with people, communicating, but ultimately knowing where you stand, knowing what your truth is. But your your foreseeable future, where you stand, is the Hanged Man. So you look at the situation thinking that you're going to end up kind of not crippling under pressure and surrender, and giving up what you believe, but more of so changing your perspective on things. Seeing the situation from a different angle. And I think you honestly feel like with your seriousness, things just stop going. Things just stop moving until you see something from a different perspective. Right? Until things start to make sense from the other side. Because right now you're looking at this from your own point of view. You're looking at this from your own subjective standpoint, right? And even though the Queen of Swords is objective in a lot of ways, right? As far as what goes in and out of her life, she's subjective with it. And I feel like even though, you're coming into this weekend with a bit of more objectivity, right? But despite being serious and everything, the Hanged Man does suggest that you guys do end up surrendering a current perspective that you have, and then and embracing a different one, right? Embracing a new, right? And that when this sort of energy, which is conveniently right before the Death card, it's in sequence. So you guys go in your foreseeable future, releasing some sort of perspective, opening your heart and mind to a different perspective that ultimately makes room and clears space for something new. I think it helps you become more aware of a perspective that's gotten you like this, gotten you on guard, gotten you ready to fight, gotten you ready to, to be a bit more aggressive and harsh, and, just not in your energy. You know, the Queen of Cups is you guys, not the Queen of Swords. It's air energy. And overthinking is one of the things that can happen with the Queen of Swords. And that is a challenge for this weekend, right? Not overthinking, not having doubts, seeing the situation for what it is instead of having it come up, you know, having yourself come up with the conclusions on your own. You have the opportunity to see the situation in front of you. There's nothing obstructing your vision but your own mind at this moment. The doubts, the worries on your own part. Know who you are, know everything that you're capable of doing so you don't doubt yourself. Then be open to the surroundings that you have, open to different perspectives, different people. Be aware of your relationships right now, because that is going to also help you to see something that you hadn't realized, so that way you can release this energy from being, tough and rough, and, make space for something brand new, like the Ace of Pentacles that's in this underlying energy here. There is a new beginning that can definitely stand the test of time, but this is the first test. Can you see something from a new perspective to get this started? Can you make room for this? Can you make room to commit yourself to this? Because right now, you're on guard. You're not engaging. And it's the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Swords, rather. The Queens, period, they're passive, right? They allow things to come in. They're receptors. And you have the opportunity to be the receptor for this weekend. But it all starts from this. It starts from here. Can you see the situation for how it truly is? And not let your mind come up with, conclusions that don't exist until you see it for facts, right? Don't let your mind come up with any sort of conclusion, any sort of doubts, any sort of whatever, until there's evidence of this being true, right? So let's go ahead and take a look at your Saturday card here. Alright, let's take a look. Know your power. See what I'm saying? That's exactly what I was just saying right there. Know your power. Because if you know your power, you won't have no doubts about what you can do and what you can't. You'll know exactly what you're capable of doing. And it's truly being honest with yourself on all ends. Have you been reliable? Have you been honest? Have you been true to yourself? And if not, this is where you need to kind of have the time out and think about what you need to understand about yourself. Because I think there's some things that you may be underestimating. Now, this may not resonate for a lot of you. You guys be like, no, I know my power. I know all this. I'm aware of this. Then good. This may not resonate with you. But for those of you that are having doubts on your capabilities, right? Look at the facts, right? Look at everything you've done. Look at how far you've come. I know you're serious. I know you're you may even be hurt right now, which is why you're like this. Ready to cut somebody up, ready to slice and dice. I mean, of course, I pray that you guys hold on a moment before you guys make that decision to go ahead and slice and dice, because I feel like that kind of idea, do that, will change your mind once you understand what's going on, once you really see what's happening, right, from a different perspective, right, from your own. But I feel like if you guys really take the time and look at your own track record, right, I think you'll be more impressed with yourself, right, and see yourself as a different person if it helps, because I think one of the things that, we are good at doing is being our worst critics. Right? Just, nitpicking and just, picking at ourselves, showing our flaws or remembering our flaws and throwing our flaws in our own face. And I think that's what we do sometimes. And I think this is right now, this is not the time to do that. We don't have the time to sit here and pretty much destroy ourselves when we need ourselves the most right now, right? So this is like an incentive to go ahead and get real with yourself. Figure out what you've been doing that honestly shows that you can handle yourself, that you and honestly stands by what you believe in, right? Show you as who you are. Don't let your mind come up with the reasons as to why things may not be able to come true. Your dreams, your new beginnings, a committed relationship, a new job. Don't let your mind go into this place, because this is a land of fiction and unreality. This is where your mind comes up and drums up a lot of incentives to continue to believe the BS that may not even be true, may not even be real. And even situations that may be happening in your current situation, right, may not even be happening at this moment, because you're just not sure. You're not quite sure. And that's why it's important to be observant right now. All right, so let's take a look at your Sunday card. Because Sunday looks like you're just going to be releasing, cleansing your energy, cleansing, yourself, healing, but just putting something to death. It's time to end a certain way of operating your life, transitioning, become a new individual, right? From this experience here. See, love endures. I like that. This is a good card to have here. See, love endures. Love does not give up or lose faith. That's what the Nine of Swords will definitely tempt you to do, right? But love is hopeful and withstands every situation. And it does. That's why it's so important to open your mind and to be compassionate to yourself and to your surroundings. Because right now, there's an opportunity to see it from a different angle, so from a different perspective. And it's going to call on you to be open to it. So, and really be aware of what you may need going through with this new beginning and what you don't. You know what I'm saying? Because your life is so precious. Your whole world is full of possibilities. And you're so intelligent. That's what the Queen of Swords is, right? The Queen of Swords is a very intellectual individual. Your mind is so powerful that it's coming up with these things. But control your power. Know your power. Control that power. Allow yourself to see the situation from all angles before allowing yourself to go down the road of doubt and uncertainty. Because you have possibilities that are endless. And once you're aware of these perspectives, right, and surrender this perspective that you can't do anything, that you're not this and this and this, once you're clear on who you are and what you're capable of and the situation surrounding you, you'll be able to know what you need to keep and know what you don't. That's what death is all about for Sunday. Releasing what no longer serves you. That may be a mindset. That may be a feeling towards a person, disappointments, pains, right, from the past, right? Releasing those because they no longer serve. They have served their purpose before, right? But now it's not. Now it isn't. Now it's time. Now it's it's done. All right, y'all. So this is a big weekend for a lot of you guys. Whew, big weekend. But I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go and get started on that. I love you guys all so very much. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. And I really appreciate every last one of you liking, commenting, and sharing these videos. It helps me keep going with these readings, help providing with advice, and it really helps me to, share my experience with the tarot and my life experience and everything with you guys. I really appreciate every last one of you. Take care, and I will see y'all very soon. Bye, guys.